welcome you back in my geography class. I hope all of you are doing well. A very happy and prosperous new year to each and everyone. Today we will move ahead with the last topic of the chapter, Our Country India of class 6. In our last video, we have already discussed about the political and administrative divisions of our country India. Today, we will know about the physical divisions of our country India. As we all know that India is a land of variety. In our country, there is a vast diversity of landforms such as the mountains, the plains, the plateaus, deserts, long coastline, forest and hills. These are called the physical features. A large number of rivers also flows through our land, like the rivers Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri and Narmada. Now, on the basis of the physical features, our country India is divided into 6 physical divisions. Now, let us know that which are the 6 physical divisions into which our country India is divided into. On the basis of the physical divisions, our country India is divided into 6 physical, or we can also say physiographic divisions. And which are those? Number 1, the northern mountains. Number 2, the northern plains. Number 3, the peninsular plateau. Number 4, the western desert. Number 5, the coastal plains. And number 6, the islands. So we can see that these are the 6 physical divisions into which our country India is divided into. Here we can see this is a physical map. Now what is a physical map? Physical map means a map which shows the natural features such as mountains, plains, plateaus. We can also say that physical map is a map which shows the kind of land a country has. So in this physical map of India, let us find out these 6 physical divisions. The northern mountains, the northern plains, the western desert, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, and the islands. So here is the northern mountains, that is the Himalayas. Here we have the northern plains. Here we have the western desert, or we can say the great Indian desert. Then we have the peninsular plateau, where we will read about the central highlands and the Deccan plateau. Here we have the western coastal plains, and the eastern coastal plains. Here we have Andaman Nicobar Islands, and here we have the Lakshadweep Islands. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about each of these physiographic divisions in detail. So let us start with the first physiographic division, that is the Himalayas. The northern mountains or the Himalayas. The northern mountains stretches like a wall across the northern and northeastern part of our country. The Himalayas is the loftiest and one of the rugged barriers in the world. So the Himalayas is the loftiest and one of the rugged barriers in the world. Let me tell you that the Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. We can say that the Himalayas marks the northern borders of India. Now, let us know that from where the word Himalayas has been derived from. The word Himalayas in Sanskrit means abode of the snow. So the word Himalayas in Sanskrit means abode of the snow. Him, which means snow, and Alaya, which means dwelling or abode. So Himalayas in Sanskrit means abode of the snow. Now we can see that the Himalayas extends from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast, covering a distance of 2400 kilometers, and it exactly looks like an arc. So we can say that the Himalayas extend from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast, covering a distance of 2400 kilometer. It is 450-meter wide in Kashmir and narrows down to 160 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. So it is 450 kilometer wide in Kashmir and it narrows down to 160 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayas are divided into 3 parallel ranges which runs parallel to each other. Now let us know which are the 3 parallel ranges into which the Himalayas are divided into. The 3 parallel ranges into which the Himalayas are divided are the Great Himalayas or Himadri, the Middle Himalayas or Himachal, and the Outer Himalayas or Sivalik. The Great Himalayas or Himadri is the northernmost range of the Himalayas. It is the highest of the 3 ranges with average height of 6,000 meter. It contains all the highest peaks including the world's highest peak Mount Everest and other highest peaks like Kanchenjunga, Annapurna. Most peaks in the Himadri is covered with snow. The Middle Himalayas or Himachal is the range that lies to the south of the Himadri range. The average height of the Middle Himalayas is between 3,700 to 4,500. This region consists of forest-covered mountain ranges, fertile and beautiful valleys. Only some peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. The Pir Panjal range in Kashmir is the longest and the most important range in the Middle Himalayas. Many popular hill stations are located here such as Mussoorie, Shimla, Darjeeling, Nainital and Manali. The Outer Himalayas or Sivalik. It is the southernmost range with low peaks which marches into the plains. Average height of the Outer Himalayas varies between 900 to 1100 meter. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by the rivers rising in the Himalayas. It has several longitudinal valleys called dunes. Dehradun, Kothari Dun, Patli Dun are some of the examples of these valleys. The northern plains. Now, as we move south from the Himalayas, we comes to the vast northern plains. So, what is the location of northern plains? The northern plains lies to the south of the Himalayas. They run parallel. Here we can see that they run parallel to the Himalayas from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. Now here we will see that many rivers that originate in the Himalayas, such as the Ganga, the Indus, the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries, they flows through the northern plains. So, many rivers that originate in the Himalayas, such as the Ganga, the Indus, the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries, they flow through the northern plains. Now let us know what you mean by tributary. A river or stream which contributes its water to a main river by discharging it into main river from either side is called a tributary. For example, Yamuna, Gandak, Gomti, Kosi, all of these are the tributaries of the river Ganga. Now we will see that these rivers are fed by the melting of snow in the Himalayas. Now what happens when the rivers that originates in the Himalayas, they comes down to the plains, they carry sediments, or we say very fine soil, that is known as alluvium, or the alluvial deposits with them, and they deposit this alluvium forming the northern plains. So how the northern plains are formed? The northern plains are formed by the deposition of alluvial deposits by the rivers such as the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, the Indus, along with their tributaries. So we can say that the northern plains are formed by the deposition of alluvial deposits which are brought by the rivers such as the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, the Indus, which originates in the Himalayas. These rivers and their tributaries flows through the northern plains and they carry the alluvium, they deposit the alluvium, and it forms the northern plains. Now let us know about the other features of the northern plains. The northern plains are flat and labeled land. The land of the northern plains are very fertile as they are formed by the alluvial deposits. So they are best for the agriculture. Here, transportation, communication system is well developed. Why? Because it is quite easy to construct roadways and railways here. It is also easy to establish industries, to construct houses, or we can say settlements, as it is quite easy to construct houses and buildings in a flat land rather than in any mountainous regions. As we can see that the northern plains are flat and labeled land, the land is also very fertile, which is best for agriculture. Your transportation and communication system is very well developed. Industries can be established here. We can easily construct houses. So that is why we call the northern plains as the most densely, or we can say highly populated regions. Now let us move ahead with our next physiographic division, that is the Western Desert or the Great Indian Desert. The Western Desert or the Great Indian Desert. It lies in the western part of India. So the Great Indian Desert lies in the western part of India. If we talk about the location of the Great Indian Desert in terms of northern plains, it is located to the southwest of the northern plains and to the northwest of the Aravalli Hills. So here we have the Aravalli Hills. Now, as we are talking about the location of the Great Indian Desert in relation to the northern plains and the Aravalli Hills, the Great Indian Desert is located to the southwest of the northern plains and to the northwest of the Aravalli Hills. To the northeast of the Great Indian Desert lies the Satluj Basin. To the southeast lies the Aravalli Hills. Now you may think that why I'm saying that to the southeast of the Great Indian Desert lies the Aravalli Hills, because if you will see from Aravalli Hills, if I'm standing here and if I will look at the Great Indian Desert from Aravalli Hills, it is located to its northwest. And if you will stand here and if you will see from the Great Indian Desert, Aravalli Hills is located to the southeast of the Great Indian Desert. So, to the northwest of the Aravalli Hills lies the Great Indian Desert, and to the southeast of the Great Indian Desert lies the Aravalli Hills. I hope you people understood this concept. If we are standing here in the Aravalli Hills and we are looking at the Great Indian Desert, the location is to the northwest, and from the Great Indian Desert, if you will look at the Aravalli Hills, the location is to the southeast. To the south, we have the Run of Kutch, and the desert extends west into Pakistan till the Indus River system. The Great Indian Desert is 800 kilometer long and 500 kilometer wide, and it covers a major part of the western Rajasthan. Now let us know more about the Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert is a hot, dry and sandy stretch of land it receives less than 50 centimeter of rainfall. The temperature is very high during the day and it is cool in the night. Now we will see that the Great Indian Desert lacks vegetation. Why? Because it lacks moisture and due to unfavorable climatic conditions. The major problem that is faced by the people living in the Great Indian Desert is the water scarcity. As we can see, it receives less than 50 centimeter of rainfall, and also the climatic condition is very unfavorable. Thus, here we can see less or very little population. But now, after the opening of the Indira Gandhi Canal, a large part of Rajasthan is getting benefited because agriculture is now possible in a large portion of Rajasthan, and it is helping to maintain the ecological balance. This is the part 1 video where we have discussed about the physiographic divisions of the northern mountains, the northern plains and the great Indian Desert. In the second part of the video, we will discuss about the other 3 physiographic divisions, that are the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains and the islands. I hope all of you understood the topics that we have discussed in today's video. You can also take the help of the PDF which has been provided in the description box to understand the chapter in a better way. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button. Do share the video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe my channel to watch more videos. Stay tuned. I will be back soon with the next part of the video. Till then, take care and stay safe. Thank you.